Today, it's the Yu-Gi-Oh! Opening extravaganza. I guess you could call it that. But realistically, I just have a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards that I've been sitting on. So today, I'm gonna open them. Let's do it. I have packs, random stuff that's in cardboard packaging. I got boxes. We got boxes over here. Bam. I don't know what's what. Random assortments. Legendary collections or legendary duelists, not legendary collections, although that would be nice if I had one. So yeah, we're just gonna open everything, see what we get. Let's get Yugi in here, give us the heart of the cards. Those two boxes in the back, I'm looking forward to the most. I got a feeling they're gonna be most tailored to what I'm interested in, which is pretty much nostalgic Yu-Gi-Oh! These newer sets I might not be familiar with, or I likely won't be familiar with. To be honest, if reviewing this, you probably know more than me in that regard. Let's stop yapping. Why don't we, let's start with this, this random assortment that we got here. I bought this, I believe, I want to say at, oh, Harpy's Feather Duster! Oh my god, okay, a bunch of stuff just fell out. Well, that was kind of exciting, because there was a Harpy's Feather Duster. Sorry that I just dropped everything right there. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I bought this at Walmart, I believe it was. I just saw it sitting there. It might have been Target, but I think it was Walmart. And I'm just gonna buy it and see what's in it. I never got around to opening it, but I'm excited to know there is a Harpy's Feather Duster in here. So let's see what else is in here. Anything else worthwhile? Some Cyber Dragon cards. Let's see. Come on. Well, the Farpies? The Harpy's Feather Duster was on top before I dropped it. So... And I've never had Harpy's Feather Duster, so that's cool. It's always fun for me to open a card from my childhood, if that makes sense, even though I didn't have it. To be able to have it as a grown adult is very cool. And there it is, Harpy's Feather Duster, super rare. Wow, first time ever in my life. Let's set that to the side for a minute. Outstanding dog, outstanding dog Mary. Okay. Alright, so it looks like the rest of this random assortment was kind of not worth it. And I always hear horror stories and stuff about those assortments, but hey, I got a Harpy's Feather Duster, so I really cannot complain. Yeah, so, as I've already said, opening these cards that I liked, or that were like big staples of Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was a kid, that I never actually pulled as a kid, it's fun for me now to pull those cards. So recently... I got Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon for the first time out of one of the legendary deck sets and stuff like that. It's just, it's cool for me. The child in me gets excited to be able to finally have those cards, and this would fall into that category, so very cool. So, even though those random assortments tend to not be, I don't know the word I'm looking for is not great, I got a Harpy's Feather Duster, so anyway. Let's continue this extravaganza going. We got Legendary Duelists, Duels from the Deep. I bought these a long time ago on the channel, so there's a video. It's back when me and Jared went to Alternate Dimension Toys the first time in, I want to say New Hope. It's not New Hope. It's somewhere around New Hope, PA. It's a very cool store. And I bought a bunch of these Legendary Duelist packs, and that was like 2022 or 2023, so that's how long I've been sitting on them. And look, oh, the Legendary Fisherman too. I didn't know that was a card that was made, but that's how long I've been sitting on these packs. And the Levia Dragon, that's a classic from Invasion of Chaos. Sea Stealth Attack, obviously based on Mako Tsunami here. Oh, that was even though it was no holo, I didn't know Legendary Fisherman 2 was even a card, so that's very cool. Legendary Fisherman was awesome. And the Levia Dragon, which was a great card, awesome classic ultra rare from Invasion of Chaos. Very nostalgic for me, so those are cool. Let's do the other Legendary Duelist pack with Mako. So yeah, I've been sitting on these packs for a while. Like, I would buy them thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna open them on the channel, and just buy them because I was excited to buy stuff at these stores, and I never opened them. So now I am. It's just riveting stuff, right? Here we go, Legendary Fisherman. Is this gonna be the same exact pack? Okay, now we got Link monsters. Now we're entering territory I don't understand. XZ's monsters. Ooh, a super rare. Crystal Shark. I don't know anything about it, but it's a super rare, so I can't complain. We pulled a holo. And another XZ's monster there. Alright, well, let's sleeve up that super rare, even though I don't know anything about it. Bam. There's that. Put that underneath our crystal shark, underneath our Harpy's feather duster. All right, let's see what we got here. We got Brothers of Legend. I do remember where I got this as well. This was a while back on the channel. I want to say 2023. Me and Jarrett went to a store called Pops and More in New Jersey. I forget where specifically in New Jersey. It might be Mount Holly. The store was a very cool store, but unfortunately is no longer opened. I believe it closed this year. So, but I bought this there and I never opened it. I saw Karibo's on the package and was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna buy it and open it. Again, never did. Curry Babylon, okay. Ultra rare, cool. Allure Darkness. Shooting Star Dragon. Not to be confused with the Shooting Star Press. For those who watch wrestling. Toy Paradise. Or Toy Parade. That's a secret. But that whole pack was hollows, so I don't know what specifically is valuable and what's not. But 5 hollows. Really can't complain there. Let's leave those up. Yeah, Pops and More was you can go watch the video me and Jared when we went to that store. Very awesome store, and the guy who was in there, he might have been the owner. He was very nice, let us film. I believe Pops and More still does business, but it's not like a brick and mortar store. Is that the proper term? I don't know, I'm not a business owner. But the physical store itself that was in, I think it's Mount Holly, is no longer open, closed this year, unfortunately. But go watch the video. I believe, I don't really want to mess with the camera too much, but if you see over here, behind the Yu-Gi-Oh cards I had set up here, I have Cal Kestis from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Some of my favorite Star Wars media that exists. And in this case back here, God, I'm sorry, I'm destroying the place, is a replica of Cal Kestis' lightsaber hilt. And if I pan this camera a little to the right, there's Trilla, or the second sister, from Jedi Fallen Order. I bought her in that store, Pops and More. So, yeah, just a little history there from where I got this pack with all these Karibo cards and so forth in there. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Blabbin', blabbin', blabbin'. Alright, so these ones, I think both of these, Jared himself got me for Christmas in 2022 or 2023. I never opened them. Story of my life. So let's just pop them open now. I don't know if one of these has Buster Blader support. I feel like that was the case. Dimension breaks down the barriers. Odd Eyes. There's a lot of Odd Eyes monster. I'm familiar with the noise Odd Eyes. Because I've definitely opened other cards with that name, but I don't know much more about it. What is the, so it's Dimension Force and Tactical Masters. I don't know why I thought one of these might be Buster Blader support, but I did have a Buster Blader deck that's outdated by like a decade. So if it is Buster Blader support, that'd be nice. Well, here you go. I successfully opened this, as you see. Let me get my handy dandy knife. Ooh, try not to damage the cards or myself. Bam, there's that. And you know what? Why don't I, while I'm at it, just try and pop this out so I don't have to go through that trouble. Oh, well, that one was much easier. Depends on the tear. It depends on the tear. Again, as I said a million times, I'm not super familiar with a lot of the newer stuff. I say not super familiar. I'm really not familiar at all. But if I do find that something I opened is very rare or whatever, I'll splice it in. And any Yu-Gi-Oh person watching this will probably already know anyway. So, let's see what we get here. Ice Jade Curse. A super rare right there. The weather forecast. Cloudy with a chance of haunted zombies. Heroic Challenger. Surprise Chain. Okay, alright, well, we got a super rare out of that pack. It wasn't like that Karibo pack, where it was nothing but hollows. And, what was this one called again? Tactical Masters. And you know what? I think I've opened a pack of Tactical Masters before, because not too long ago on the channel, I opened up that mystery box from Target that I believe had a set of, or multiple sets of Tactical Masters in there. Packs. Yeah, that Target Master Box really wasn't anything special, but I all that to say is I think I've opened one of these before. Compulsory Evacuation Device. That's a classic trap card, and it's a rare. Okay, so we're getting a couple rares to start out here. Super rare. Runic the Freezing Curses. Runic Freezing Curses, not the Freezing Curses. Book of Eclipse. And Labyrinth Stovey Torby. Okay. Crazy names. Runic Allure. And Senate Switch. Hopefully those were in the shot there. I was so focused on trying to read them that kind of got out of the shot. Okay, so that was all rares, and then one super rare there. So these last couple boxes that are over here, obviously are going to be a bit more tailored to probably, at least I think, to what I'm familiar with and what I'm looking for when I open Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So I'm going to start with this Quarter Century Bonanza. Let's just see what it says. This box contains 5 packs. Okay, with 5 foil cards per pack. Okay, so we're gonna get a bunch of foils. One card is always Platinum Secret Rare, Quarter Century Secret Rare from the 200. Okay, basically we're gonna get 5 packs. I don't know. This still might be newer cards, so we'll find out. Okay, I believe I got this at Walmart as well with that other little mystery set that I had got the. I keep saying Farpy's Heather Duster, or whatever the hell I'm saying. But I believe I got this with that pack, and I just was like, oh, I'm just going to buy these just for the sake of it. So, Quarter Century Banana. Quarter Century Banana? Who? It's basically for the 25th anniversary. So let's see. Let's see if we get anything cool or that I recognize or would be excited for out of these packs. God, man, what am I doing? Alright, well, these are all going to be hollows according to what the packaging said. So, let's just see. Oh, let's go! I was not ready to flip that over and get a Buster Blader. Yeah, I'm all excited. I can't even say his name right. Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. I know who it is. Trust me, I'm not that much of a noob. What is this, a quarter century rare? Because this is outside of my scope. So one is always a platinum secret rare or a quarter century secret rare. I don't know what the difference is between the two. I'll either find out as I go along or somebody in the comments who watches this can let me know. But that looks awesome. Very beautiful. Woo! Awesome, awesome, awesome. Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. 1 for 1. Select one monster from your hand, special summon 1 level. I believe I have 1 for 1 in my actual Buster Blader deck that I haven't used in a decade. Dark Beckoning Beast. And Atlanteum Dragons, or Dragoons, whatever the hell. Okay, I will sleeve those up later. I'll sleeve up the 2 that I recognize right away. Does that make sense? Is that like a smart thing to do? Sleeve up the ones that you're excited about, and then the ones you don't recognize, just toss to the side and sleeve them up later. Watch those ones be like super expensive or something. But, man, I was not ready to pull a Envoy at the beginning. Was definitely not expecting that. Awesome. Very cool. Alright, second pack out of this box. Whew. Let's go! Maneater Bug. Alright, these packs are speaking to me. I'm getting some stuff here. Maneater Bug. Awesome. Flip effect. Throw 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field. That's classic Yu-Gi-Oh! House Dragon Maid. Alright, some Link monsters I'm not too familiar with, but they might be rarer than I realize. Rarer than I realize. And then I can't even read what this one says. Branded Opening. Okay. But we got a Maneater Bug. Very cool. Again, I'll sleeve up all these other hollows too after I'm done here, but it's a lot to just spend a bunch of time sleeving them all up. Burning through time here on the video. Rather not sit there and make you guys watch every single card I sleeve up. I'll just sleeve up the good ones. Alright, third pack out of this Quarter Century Bonanza box. These ones are, like I said, they're speaking to me. Getting real excited about these. And it seems to be that the first card is really like a 25th anniversary, like for the old heads. So let's see what this is. Ooh, and I spoke too soon because I don't recognize him. Although it is an elemental hero, so I kind of know those cards. SP Little Knight. Okay. Branded Opening again. Lord of the Heavenly Prison. And Fire King Island. Okay. Well, I just got done talking about how like I was hype as
hype as a bitch.
Hype as full for these packs, and I didn't get anything on that one. Well, I might have, but nothing that I got excited about nostalgia-wise. Anyway, 4th pack. Let's see. Oh! Yeah! Let's go! Dark Paladin. And it's the artwork from the TV show, the one that Yugi actually has in his deck. I've never had this Dark Paladin as a holo. I have him as a common. So, to go back to the Harpy's Feather Duster thing, it's really cool for me to pull cards like this that were elusive to me as a child that I never managed to get, and now here I am pulling them now. That rules. Dark Paladin, that's fucking awesome, dude. Holy shit. Gotta just crack. Oh! Polymerization! And it looks like polymerization in the show. I've never seen it. Oh, well, look, in the middle there, it's got like the regular card artwork, but the external artwork looks more like it looks like in the TV show. I've never seen that. That's really cool. Wow. Crystal Shark. Didn't I open Crystal Shark earlier? What pack was that in? He's in this pile over here somewhere. Secret 6 Samurai. And Red Eye's Insight. My buddy Tom would really like this card because he had a Red Eye's deck back when we played. I say competitively with each other. That's awesome polymerization artwork. I've never seen it like that. I always see it how it is. And as a child, I was always confused because it didn't look like that in the TV show. And I'm like, why does polymerization look like that, you know, in real life and not in the TV show? And I had the, as terms of easy for me to see. In terms of holos for Dark Paladin, I have the one that came with, I think it was the Master Collection, but I've never ever had this one. This is so cool. Wow. Can't believe that's been sitting in my closet all this time and I never opened it. Alright, last pack of the 25 Bonanza quarter century. Come on, give us something else crazy. I don't know that card. Who's this? Dralago? Drill Warrior. Okay. Heat Wave. Super Polymerization. Let's go. And Tempest Dragon Ruler of Storms. Why do I feel like I should know this card, but I don't? Maybe I just opened it before and don't know anything about it. Alright, well, I'll sleeve up Super Polymerization for right now. Again, I'll sleeve up all these cards because they're all, you know, holos. You want to make sure they stay in decent condition. But I cannot complain. I can't complain with this whole, like, video so far. We got some stuff that I really was not expecting. And I still got 2 boxes left. Dark Paladin, Polymerization. Yeah, I mean, you've seen it. We don't have to go through them right now. You've seen it. Yugi's just giving us the heart of the cards right now. Let's do... What's in the assorted packs? I'm assuming it's the 6 that are on here. If not, then we'll be disappointed. But if that's the case, I'm going to save that for last, and we're going to go with the Duelist packs. Get my handy-dandy knife out. I also don't want to damage the cards that are in the packs. Bam. So, it's got Dark Magician stuff all over it, as well as stuff for Bakura, it looks like. Legendary Duelist Season 3. So let's just see what it says. I bought this at Walmart, too. Ironically enough, that same day, I have weird memory for this stuff. It's the same day when me and Jarrett went to Pops and More. We stopped at Walmart, because me and Jarrett used to live together. I think we needed, like, a pan for dinner or something. It's something dumb. And I went in the card aisle and I bought this. And why I would remember something like that happened, like, years ago, don't ask me, but I remember. Yugi and Bakura are back and ready to face off again. Legendary Duelist Season 3 has over 100 of the most popular cards used by Yugi, Bakura, Jaden, Yusei, Rex, Goodwin, Yuma, Yuya, and more. So some characters I'm familiar with and some I'm not. Hopefully it's the main series character cards that I get mostly, but if not, it is what it is. Oh, and you get a little dice with it, too. That's cool. It looks like some bonus cards that I didn't realize came with this. It's amazing how, like, this stuff has just been sitting in my closet. Cursed Necrofear. Okay, so that's obviously Dark Necrofear support, which makes sense because there's some of this stuff has to do with Bakura. I've never seen Cursed Necrofear, or Cursed Necrofear, whatever. Same stats as far as attack and defense, it probably just has a different effect. Well, not probably, it absolutely does, but I am not reading all that right now. So there we are, Bakura. There's your Cursed Necrofear. Alright, so, ooh, these are husky packs. You get a lot of cards in here. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, Legendary Duelist Season 3, Yugi and Bakura, and others. Yugi and friends. Wow, that's a lot of cards. Alright, I was not expecting that either. So let's see what we get. Magician's Navigation. We're getting some Magician's cards. I ran a Dark Magician deck, too, at one point before a Buster Blader deck. Ooh, a Chaos Command Magician! Ultra rare! This is a classic right here from Magician's Force. But yeah, I ran a Dark Magician deck. Man, that's awesome. Before my buddy Mike, who is from Evolve Inc., or you might also know him from 2Chomp, completely outclassed my Dark Magician deck, and I switched to a Buster Blader deck. But Dark Magician technically is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card. I know it's like liking what's his name, Pikachu from Pokemon, but I don't care. Judge me for it. Find joy in your life. Alright, we got another. Is that an Ultra, or I don't know if that's an Ultra. The letters are actually like red. But Evil Hero, Malicious Bane. Okay. Ooh, Magician of Chaos. Oh, yeah. I forgot about this card. I was thinking it was Magician of Black Chaos. So, I believe I might have had this in my Dark Magician deck. I can't recall, but it's not a completely new monster. He's got the same stats as Dark Magician, but obviously it's a ritual monster. Very cool. Sun Dragon Inti? Or, I definitely said that wrong. And Generation Next. Okay. So that was unique. There was like hollows sprinkled out throughout that stack of cards they give you. And my favorite thing that I got out of there that I was most excited about was the Chaos Command Magician. What did he do? I remember I had it way back, like when I was a kid. I had him in my deck. Negate any monster effects that target this card. Yeah, like in classic Yu-Gi-Oh, that's a very good card. I'm sure it's probably not anything special nowadays, but back in the day, and for a 1 tribute 2400 with 19 defense, that's very good. All right, other pack from this Duelist set. Let's see. Scoop. Perform Puppet. Magician of Dark Illusion. You know what? This was the card I was thinking about when I was just talking about this card. So this is a newer card to me. I don't know. I still feel like I was aware of it, but I had this in my Dark Magician deck. Okay. Anyway. Oh, I'm skipping. Well, I definitely just saw the Stranger Things monster. What's his name? Gugurworf? Okay. And the Stranger Things monster. Super rare. Onomatopoeia Pickup, okay. Magician Circle, more Magician cards. Ultra rare here. What's that? Preta Plant? I'm not going to try and pronounce it. Oversoul. And another Magician of Chaos. Very cool. Oh, a Magician's Robe. Cool. That a second pack didn't have his didn't have like a Chaos Command yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Didn't have one of those cards that really set me back into my nostalgia deep dive there. But I got another Magician of Chaos, which, you know, talked about him enough already. But yeah, some hollows. I don't really need to sleeve these other ones up right now, but it looks like I've already started, so I'm going to finish it. Alright, so the last little part of this unboxing is this Chaos box, which hopefully it's got these sets on the back. Some of them I recognize, some of them I don't, but more so it's got the classic sets like Blue Eyes and Invasion of Chaos. It looks like there is what's Maximum El Dorado, and some Duelist packs and stuff on there. So anyway, yapping. This video's going on for a while, so try to get through this quickly so it doesn't go forever. But this has been fun. you know, the benefit to me sitting on these cards for all this time has been that I get to do this and just, like, have a ball opening a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I hope I don't get gypped and this what's in here is not what's on the box, because that would suck. I can't tell right now, but we're going to find out together. Pardon for the interruption, but welcome back to your regularly, God, easy for me to say, scheduled programming. My phone ran out of storage, which is how I film everything, which is on my phone. Offloaded some applications, and I got some space now, so I can finish this out, but let's try not to waste too much time. Anyway, we're finding out the packs that were in this Chaos box for the first time. I only saw the first two. It was Amazing Defenders, Magnificent Mavens, never heard of that. Star Pack 2013, it still looks newer, so we'll find out. And then, okay. Well, it looks like they're all newer packs, which kind of sucks. Tactical Masters, which we opened earlier, Wild Survivors, and Lightning Overdrive. Okay, so I really don't recognize these. I am going to do these three first, and then these three look a little bit more appealing to me, and we'll do those at the end. So what do we got? Amazing Defenders. I think I was saying that Amazing Defenders might have also been in that Target box that I opened, the Mega box or whatever. That video is funny. I was supposed to get something else in that box, and it just wasn't in there. I spent $20 or whatever on that thing, and it was like 4 packs or something. I forget what it was, but there was something that was supposed to be in that box that I just didn't get altogether, and I was like, what the hell? Anyway, Reinforcement of the Army, XZs Reborn, Hidden Armory. Okay, so far I only recognize the Reinforcement of the Army. There's a super rare right there. Alright, what do we got here? Wild Survivors. I should have did the Bonanza or the Legendary Duelist last, because now we're just kind of hoping for something, you know, more nostalgic. But I don't know if we're gonna get anything like that. Giant Rex, Deck Devastation Virus. Oh yeah, that looked like what's it? Kaiba's trap card. I can't remember. Hamburger Recipe. Wait, what? Like, is there support that came out for the hamburger monster from Magic Ruler or Spell Ruler back in the day that I'm unaware of? Probably. Every card has support nowadays. And the Tactical Masters, we opened one of these earlier. Alright, let's see. Come on. Maybe we can just, like, pull something random, like a Dark Magician or a Blue Eyes White Dragon out of these packs. Labyrinth Barrage. I think I'm just hoping for something I'm not going to get. So these were the three that looked most appealing to me. These two feel like there's not a lot in there. Lightning Overdrive. These two are like special packs, so why don't we sit those to the side? Assorted booster packs, and they show you Invasion of Chaos. That's diabolical, that is. Alright. Let's see what we get here. Dark Eye Nightmare. That was a super rare. I'm just whizzing right past it like I don't even know, but it's a Link monster, which I don't know anything about, but it is a super rare, so I'll set it to the side so I can sleeve it. Boo Boo Game. Okay. If I'm whizzing past stuff that is that speaks to a more modern Yu-Gi-Oh player, I am sorry, but I don't know these cards. I don't know them. What's this? Star Pack 2013. I'll tell you what it's not. It's not Legend of Blue Eyes or Invasion of Chaos. That pack at least opened nicely. Alright. Got some XZs. F? Okay, was there only 3 cards in that pack? Man, get out of here. And it's got like the speckled, there's a name for that. Is it Mosaic Rare or something like that? I forget. There was only 3 cards in there. What the hell, man? Alright, well the last pack is Magnificent Mavens. I wanna feel the night. I wanna have the right. I don't know if that's the lyrics, but you know, Maven from wrestling back in the day. That theme song was a banger. Anyways, alright, well at least there's some hollows in here. Number 93, Ultimate Optical Ops, or whatever the hell it's called. Ghost Meets Girl. Okay. Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. Sky Striker Mecha Window Anchor. Okay. Widow Anchor. Oh, well, you know what? We ended on a high note because we end with an ultra rare Scapegoat. So, even though these were not the packs I was hoping for out of that box, and even though they all pretty much gave me nothing that I was personally interested in nostalgia-wise, the very last card was a nostalgic card, and it's a Scapegoat, and it's an ultra rare. This has been fun. The benefit of sitting on all these cards for all that time was I got to open them all like this at the end, and that was fun. So, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you're into anything like this or anything, doesn't just have to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Nerd related. We do Yu-Gi-Oh!, wrestling, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Dragon Ball. We got all that on the channel. Unboxings, toy hunts, trading cards, you name it. It's on the channel. So go watch all that stuff because it's great. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys on the next video.